Now on hour 18, Jacob Blake's family calling for prayers and an end to the unrest tonight.
The father of 6 now paralyzed after being shot 7 times. CBS 2 investigator Megan Hickey and reporter Chris Tye are in Kenosha. Chris, the family is sharing a lot about his condition and what he wants to see happen in the city.
That's right, Erica and Brad. Several organs damaged, his spinal cord severed. The odds of him ever walking again, very much unclear. What's clear is he did have surgery today. And tonight, his family has a clear message for his adopted hometown of Kenosha: stop the violence. His sister to the community:
you all stood by and let it happen.
His father to those officers:
they shot my son 7 times. 7 times. Like he didn't matter.
But the message Jacob Blake's mom had, quite different. After touring the damage of downtown Kenosha with her family, Julia Jackson came with a message and an olive branch.
To all of the police officers, I'm praying for you and your families. A lot of damage. It doesn't reflect my son or my family. So I really asking and encouraging everyone in Wisconsin and abroad to take a moment.
Today, her son was in surgery after a bullet struck his spinal cord, left him paralyzed, the family says. Her mom says he's unaware of what has happened and the unrest that's followed. She says he told her a joke and joined her in a prayer, along with, of all people, a police officer at the hospital that he asked to join them. But harmony doesn't mean the anger isn't very much alive.
While another city is burning and under protest, how many more?
The family answered several questions about the incident from Sunday afternoon. In the back seat, they say, were 3 of Blake's children, ages 3, 5, and 8. They say he was shot at least 7 times, hit in the spinal cord and paralyzed. When CBS 2 asked the family for their version of what happened in the seconds before the gunfire, they offered no comment. But one member of the family did explain why the saddest part for her is her lack of tears.
I'm angry and I'm tired. I haven't cried one time. I stopped crying years ago. I am numb. I have been watching police murder people that look like me for years.
His sister said that police did not treat him like a human being. His father said he is concerned also for the psychological well-being of those 3 boys in the back seat on Sunday, and will they ever get over this? The family is filing a civil lawsuit for 2 reasons. 1, they say, to hold those police officers to account, Erica, and 2, to help with their mounting medical bills.
Well, Chris, there is, of course, still a long list of questions about what happened in the seconds leading up to that shooting. You talked about that there. Are you hearing anything else about what happened?
Well, we asked that question of attorney Benjamin Crump, and here's some piece of information that is going to be central to all the cases that follow. The 911 call that set this all in motion had the caller saying that Jacob Blake shouldn't have been at that address and refused to give them their keys back. So when we asked for the family's version of the events that preceded that shooting today, attorney Crump kind of glided past it, knowing it will be a central piece of evidence and testimony in both the civil and criminal cases, and he did not want to show his hand this early.
All right, Chris Tye, live for us. Thank you.